The fact is, I do study Vladimir Putin. I do study the Russian government. I study how they make policy. And I believe that the Russians had bought into the notion of Trump's sincerity. But all it takes is 91 drones coming towards the Russian president's residence to find out that they were targeted by the CIA at the direction of the president of the United States at a time when the president was talking about bettering relations, et cetera. That's a wake-up call. Next month, I think February 6th, the New START treaty, last remaining arms control treaty between the United States and Russia, expires. There was some hope that it could be extended. There was some hope that there could be a voluntary moratorium on capping the nuclear weapons that are linked to that. Not anymore. The Russians aren't going to give this away. They have overmatch right now. They dominate. And the whole purpose of arms control is to create parity. And the Russians are like, why would we give up that which guarantees our survival at a time when you're trying to kill our president? And remember, it's not just trying to kill the president. They launched drone strikes against the bombers. They've launched drone strikes against the early warning radars. They're attacking Russia's oil production capabilities to break the Russian economy. This is straight up war against Russia. I think the Russians always keep the diplomatic door open. And keep in mind this. During the Biden administration, there was zero communication between Russia and the United States. That's a very dangerous thing. Right now, there is channels of communication. And I believe the Russians recognize the importance of keeping these channels of communication open. And so they're not going to come straight out and say things. Russia always keeps their cards close to their chest. So they have said we are not ending negotiations with the United States. But they said because of this attack on the president, the character of these negotiations is changed fundamentally, which means that there are no negotiations about the settlement in Ukraine. This war will end violently with Russia, getting everything it wants through military force. After this events that culminated with the assassination attempt against President Putin, they've called Zelensky a terrorist at the head of a terrorist organization. This is a game-changing event. So this means that it's a death sentence to Zelensky and his cabinet. They may not know it yet, but they will not survive this. They will be hunted down and they will